Assalamu alaikum. Hello and welcome to all the students of class 11 and class 12. In my lecture today, I like to touch upon I like to analyze some critical points of a poem from your EFT book, that is English for Today book. And this is the poem, or you can call it a song also, by William Shakespeare. So it's a very important poem on the context of the exam for HSC exam 2020 and also for year final exams and some other exams of class 11 and class 12. This poem is very important, especially for summary writing and for theme writing. Let's move on to the lecture proper. So you can see that it's me, Muhammad Imdadur Rahman, Assistant Professor of English, Bangladesh Navy College, Chittagong. So dear students, you can see two pictures side by side on your mobile screen. Just look at the picture on your left hand side. You can see some trees are uprooted. Can you guess what is the picture about? I hope if you were in front of me, you would be able to answer my question very easily. And now go to the second picture, that is the right hand part. It is also a picture of you can see some snow here. So snowy thing and also forest like area. So I hope you have correctly guessed what are the pictures about. Now let's see. The first picture I want to show that because of the wind, especially in the winter time, or some other time it also may happen, but especially I want to highlight on the winter wind. It may happen. Trees are uprooted and it's very cold out there. The right hand side picture is the picture of snowfall. Snows are falling down, forest area. It's very uncomfortable place. I hope you got the point. Now let's move on to our lecture. That is the poem or song from Unit-7, Human Relationship, Lesson 2, Love and Friendship. The poem, the name of the poem, or in fact it is a song from As You Like It, Shakespeare's famous comedy, one of the famous comedies I can tell, or I can call, Blow, Blow, Thou Winter Wind. This will be our topic. I will try to analyze the poem or the song clearly to you. So dear students, open your book and open at page 90 in the new edition book. So when I will start reading the poem, you will easily understand or get the important points of the poem or song. So this is the learning outcome. After reading the poem or after completing the text, I will be able to analyze the poem, preparing a summary or theme, and finally extending the idea to frame a composition. We'll use the ideas from the poem and try to write a composition, short composition or a paragraph. So let's know about the poet William Shakespeare. It is the poem or song taken from the comedy As You Like It. It's a song within a play sung by Lord Amiens. It is in Act 2, Scene 7. And the scene is in the forest of Arden. Let's know something about William Shakespeare. Born on April 26, 1564, died on April 23, 1616, an English poet, playwright, actor also. Is the greatest dramatist in English language, and I call him, he is the father of English literature. Wrote about 36 plays and 154 sonnets. Famous comedies. I like to mention the name of the famous comedies because this poem or the song is a part of a comedy. That is As You Like It, I have already mentioned. Midsummer's Night Dream, All Is Well That Ends Well. There are also many famous tragedies also of Shakespeare, like Hamlet, Macbeth, etc. I like to highlight on 3 quotations from As You Like It, as we are reading the poem from As You Like It. Very famous quotation. All the world is a stage. A fool, I met a fool in the forest. These are the famous quotations of Shakespeare, frequently quoted in our life. There is also a famous phrase, too much of a good thing. Too much of a good thing. আমরা যদি একটা ভালো জিনিস থেকে অনেক বেশি কিছু আশা করি তখন ভালো জিনিস ভালো. So let's look at the key words. These are the key words. Thou means you, thy, your, ingratitude, ungrateful or thankless, অকৃতজ্ঞ, feigning, fake or pretending, ভান করা, in Bangla we can call, holly, a widely distributed shrub, or we can call it a woody plant, dust, this is the old English, these are also old English words, thou, thy, dust, does or do, nigh, near, pull in or beside, sting, bite, verb, it's a kind of folding or concealing or enveloping something. Now we will move into the poem, and I will read out the poem for you and try to make you understand line by line, perhaps word by word also. So, let's move on to the poem. Blow, blow, thou winter wind. Thou winter wind. You winter wind, you start blowing. The poet is saying. That is, in the play, Lord Amiens is singing the song. Look at the rhythmic quality of the poem. Blow, blow, thou winter wind. Blow, blow, winter wind. Starting with B and B, starting with W and W. These are called in figures of speech in English literature alliteration. Thou art not so unkind. You are not so unkind. Winter wind, you are very cold and cool, but you are not unkind as man's ingratitude. Ingratitude. I have shown you the meaning. Ingratitude. Ungratefulness. People or mankind in the human society are very ungrateful persons. They forget everything. Whenever you do something good, they remember. And afterwards, when you need them, they will not remember you, or they will show their back to you. So this is the thing the poem is about. The poet compares the ungratefulness or thanklessness of the people of the human society with the winter wind. He is calling that winter wind is far better. Why? Because we know it can do harm, but in human society we cannot know, or we do not know how much a human being can harm us. Thy tooth is not so keen. Thy tooth, the tooth of your teeth is not so keen, it's not so sharp. তোমার দাঁত এত তীক্ষ্ণ না. Although thy breath be rude, your breathing is rude. So breathing, winter wind is breathing. This is a kind of personification. When you give life to an inanimate object in poems or in songs, this becomes the personification. The poet says that the breathing of the winter wind is rude. We can feel it, we can see it. But in human society, human beings, when they breathe the harmful breaths, this becomes more dangerous. So from the 6 lines, what we have got? Winter wind is bitter. Winter wind is cold. We all know that. But in human society, people, ungrateful people, thankless people, sometimes become more rude, more harmful, more dangerous than the people, than the winter wind. So finally we can say that from the first stanza, that is, winter wind is better than the ingratitude of human being. I have said that Lord Amiens is singing the song. So if we look at the plot of the play as you like it, Lord Amiens is singing the song in Forest of Arden, in the Forest of Arden, in front of Duke Senior. Duke Senior is banished from his court by the Duke Junior, his younger brother. Younger brother thrown him out of the throne, or dethroned him, and he went into the forest, started to live there, and happily he was living there with some other courtiers also. And Lord Amiens is one of them. And the poet tried to show that in the court life there are some tensions and anxiety as it is in the human society. But in the forest life, the Lord or the Duke, all the lords and the Duke are enjoying more comfort, more happiness, far more delight than in the court. কোর্টে রাজ্যে রাজদরবারে যে শান্তিটা তারা উপভোগ করতেন ডিউক সিনিয়র, তার থেকেও বেশি শান্তি, বেশি আনন্দ উপভোগ করছেন এই ফরেস্ট গার্ডেনে এসে। And they are doing whatever they like, as you like it. There are lots of couples are there, and at the end of the play, that was all happy ending. 5 or 6 couples married one another at the end of the play, and finally Duke Junior came to the forest and brought back Duke Senior into the court. Now let's move on to the second stanza of the poem. Hey ho, sing hey ho unto the green holly. Holly means woody plant area. Hey ho, hey ho. These are the quality of the song. Inbuilt music in the poem or in the song. Like in some music we hear la 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 la, like this sort of thing. Hey ho, la la la, like this. Most friendship is feigning. This is the most important line. In human society, friendship is feigning or fake friendship, lots of fake friendship, false friendship, adulterated friendship. Most loving, more fair, mere folly. Loving is only folly. All is mistake. It is a mistake to love. Then hey ho, the holly, the life is most jolly. So look at the singing quality. These 4 lines are basically of the singing quality, important for singing quality, or added an extra flavor of singing quality in this poem or in this song. Like holly, folly, holly, jolly, hey ho, like this. So lots of fun and lots of enjoyment in the Forest of Arden. The Duke Senior is enjoying as Lord Amiens is singing the song. But in the court life, this sort of enjoyment was really absent. So wherever you go, you take your delight with you. This is also a kind of message. You may be not in the same place you are wanting to, but you can take the delight with you in other place. If there is delight in your heart, you can enjoy your life far more easier way than it was before. Now the last 6 lines. Freeze, freeze, thou bitter sky. Your bitter sky. It is freezing because I have told you that it's a wintry weather, winter wind, cold weather. Everything is freezing, very bitter, and you can feel it on your skin. You can feel it everywhere in nature also. That does not bite so nigh. That does not bite so nigh. From very nearly it cannot bite you, as benefits forgot. Benefits forgot. People in the society, I have told you before, people in the society always forget, or some people you can tell like in this way also, some people in the society forget the benefits, forget the advantage they get. While they are in good position, they do not remember this. So, winter wind, freezing weather is better than the forgetting benefits of human society. Though thou the waters warp. So water is very freezing weather, freezing environment. Frost is there, it's biting frost all around. Thy sting. Sting means হুল ফোটানো. Like scorpion or the snake bite. Bite of the scorpion or the bite of the snake. সাপে কামড় দিলে অথবা স্করপিয়ন বিচ্ছু বলতে পারি আমরা, যখন হুল ফোটায়, that is very painful. Thy sting is not so sharp. It's not so sharp. The sting of the biting of the freezing weather, of the snow, of the frost is not as much as the friends remembered not, ungrateful friends. So in short we can tell that friends can be ungrateful, friends can be thankless, friends can betray you, but nature, winter weather, frost, freezing environment cannot betray you, because you know your enemy there. But in human society, in your friends, you do not know who is your enemy actually. আমাদের এই সমাজে যারা বন্ধু হয়ে বন্ধু বেশে তোমার সাথে বসে আছে, আমার সাথে বসে আছে, আমরা হয়তো বুঝতে পারছি না যে তারা আসলেই আমাদের বন্ধু কিনা। কিন্তু প্রকৃতিতে যে শীতের যে বাতাস, যে সত্য প্রবাহ, যে তুষারপাত হচ্ছে, ফ্রিজিং এনভায়রনমেন্ট আছে, সেটা তো আমরা জানি যে শীত কতটুকু পর্যন্ত আমাদেরকে অ্যাটাক করতে পারে, কে আমাদের এনিমি সেটা আমরা জানি। কিন্তু সোসাইটিতে বন্ধু বেশি এনিমিদেরকে আমরা কিন্তু অনেক সময় আইডেন্টিফাই করতে পারি না। অ্যান্ড দ্য poem ends or the song ends in this way: hey ho, sing hey ho unto the green holly. So look at the musical pattern, or look at the enjoyment or delight of the song, hey ho, folly, jolly, etc. You can enjoy the poem by reading in this way. Now let's go into some business points, of course. Why will we read the poem? Because of exam, definitely. So features of the poem, if we look at: lyrical quality, imagery, figures of speech, and message. I will talk upon on these 4 points. Lyrical quality, that is the inbuilt music, and music comes from words and naturally. So from the words and from the naturalistic point of view, the poet has drawn the musical quality, injected the musical quality into the poem. Now come to the imagery. Image of a cold wintry night. I have told you while I was reading the poem. You just close your eyes, চোখ বন্ধ করো, visualize the scene, try to visualize the scene of a winter weather, of a frosty night, of a frosty weather. You will see that it's very much visible in your eyes. তোমার চোখের সামনে চোখ বন্ধ করলেই যেন ভেসে উঠছে। So there are some figures of speech I have told you. That is, I have told you about the alliteration, personification. There is simile. Shakespeare was very fond of these 2 figures of speech especially. Other figures he also used in his poems and writings also. He was very fond of similes and metaphors. And you know that, blow, blow the winter wind, as man's ingratitude, thou art not so unkind as man's ingratitude. মানুষের ইনগ্র্যাটিটিউডের সাথে, অকৃতজ্ঞতার সাথে তুলনা করা হচ্ছে উইন্টার ওয়েদারকে। এটা একটা সিমিলি। Rhyme scheme in the first stanza, you will see that the rhyme scheme is A, B, C, C, B. This A, B, C, C, B is the, if you put the first line, A, B, wind, unkind, learn, see, keen, seen, rude, etc. So these are the rhyme scheme. Now the core point, these are the very important things for writing summary or the theme. A simple poem within hidden layer. আপাত দৃষ্টিতে এটা একটা সহজ কবিতা, সাধারণ কবিতা, কিন্তু ভেতরে একটা হিডেন লেয়ার আছে। Compares winter wind with ingratitude of man. I have told you time and again. মানুষের অকৃতজ্ঞতার সাথে উইন্টার উইন্ডকে কম্পেয়ার করা হয়েছে। The winter wind can be unkind but not as cruel as human society. মানুষের সমাজের নিষ্ঠুরতার মতো এত আনকাইন্ড হতে পারে না উইন্টার উইন্ড। The poet analyzes human nature like a psychologist. Here Shakespeare has become a psychologist, of course. Though at that time, in the 16th century, psychology was still an unknown subject. But Shakespeare worked like a psychologist there. He pumps out the reality of life. জীবনের যে রূঢ় বাস্তবতা সেটা তিনি পাম্প আউট করেছেন, বের করে নিয়ে এসেছেন। This is the most important point, number 5. Laments the absence of true love and friendship in human life. উনি অনুতাপ করছেন, দুঃখ করছেন সত্যিকারের ভালোবাসা এবং বন্ধুত্বের যে অ্যাবসেন্স আছে, অনুপস্থিতি আছে মানুষের জীবনে, সেটা নিয়ে। He comments on how human insolence and lack of appreciation is more bitter than the winter wind. When people do not appreciate you, you become frustrated, but winter wind doesn't do so. There is a warning in the end that friendship is a sham. It's a fake thing. It is not only a pretense, and loving is for fools. Some indirect messages are also there. Man's ingratitude is a terrible vice. Indirect messages. Friendship is tested in hard times. বন্ধুত্ব কিন্তু পরীক্ষা হয় hard times. Man can be happy wherever he is. I told you, wherever you go, if you take the delight with you, you will be the happiest person in the world. Love conquers all, although he says love is folly. কবিতায় উনি বলেছেন love is folly. As you like it নাটকে শেষে দেখা গেছে happy ending. All the couples were married. All the couples were in good engagement at the end. So I have made a model summary for you. So from that summary, you can make the summary, and also if you cut it short or take some points, or also take some points from the core points or main points, you can easily make a theme also, good theme also. So don't copy as it is, just take the idea from it. I like to read it for you very quickly. The major themes of the poem are betrayal, fake friendship, and bitter realities of human life. This is the first line. So everything covers up here in the first line. মূল থিমগুলো হচ্ছে বিট্রেয়াল করা, ফেক বন্ধুত্ব এবং তিক্ত বাস্তবতা মানুষের জীবনের। Throughout the poem, the poet compares the harsh winter wind with the negative behavior of mankind. মানুষের যে নেগেটিভ বিহেভিয়ার আছে সেটার সাথে কম্পেয়ার করেছেন। For him, the cold winter bite is temporary. তার জন্য শীতের যেই তীব্রতা, সেই যে কামড়, সেটা হচ্ছে খুবই ক্ষণস্থায়ী। But the betrayal of friends not only breaks heart. বন্ধু যখন তোমাকে বিট্রে করবে, আমাকে বিট্রে করবে, এটা শুধু হার্টই ভেঙে দেয় না, আঘাত করে না, but also destroys peace in life. জীবনের শান্তিও নষ্ট করে দেয়। In fact, the poet laments of true love and friendship in human life. I have shown you that is in the core points. The poem ends with a hidden positive message that even if people are not loyal, we should enjoy life as much as we can. So our duty, or the solution from it, solution of the problem is that we should enjoy life as much as we can, wherever we stay. So now some assignments for you. These are the assignments. Write down a theme of the poem. Write down a summary of the poem. I have already shown you a model summary. From that model summary, you can write another summary taking the important points. And then you can make a theme by curtailing the summary. And finally, write a paragraph on the benefits of better human relationship. This is a bit tough paragraph maybe for you, but this point is in your text. If you open at page 90, you will see that at the very beginning, this point have been mentioned, the benefits of better human understanding. So we can extend, we can use our ideas we have gathered from this poem. That is, for better human relationship, we must have trust, we must have friend and friendship, we must have truthfulness in our relationship. So these are the basics of human relationship. That is, we must be friendly, we must be trustworthy in our thinking process. If we can't believe our friends, how can we go far in this world? So for the benefits of better human relationship, we have to be good friends, or we have to make friendship with everybody in the society. We have to trust somebody and someone at some place. Otherwise, we cannot continue the relationship and we will not be able to get the benefits of it. And with the better human relationship, we can build a better world for our next generation and also for ourselves also. So this was the poem. I tried my best to make the poem easy to you, to make the poem understandable to you. I hope the students of class 11 and class 12 have got my points. I tried to show you how you can prepare for the exam, that is summary writing and also the theme writing. This is a very important poem for me for HSC exam 2020. In any board, this is the number 1 poem out of 12 poems of your EFT, that is English for Today book. So it's all from my point. I hope you have enjoyed the lecture, and I hope that you will participate more and more, and huge number of students will participate in this platform or in these lecture sessions of Chattogram Online School. I like to thank you all for giving me time, for giving me your valuable time and being with me for some moment. Thank you very much. Goodbye, and hope to meet you in our next class maybe. Thanks a lot.